no banking on it exit pit road as well. So this is going to be dicey here when they leave pit road. Fensler will lead the way, and whoa, lean hard into the inside wall. Huge hit for the 82.
Take a little bit of a maneuver, tries to hold out, just carries too much speed, too much wheel, too much brake, and right into the fence.
And Joshua Highball can thank his... Mitchell might think about staying out. He will make the decision to commit, but nearly ran over the 71, and now the 71 is around.
Or Calamity coming down in. I mean, I kind of like that. And like I said, keep running like this. I think...
Oh, trouble! There it is! Big hit into the fence. The 72 gets turned. And a Sogak, the pulse hitters involved, and caution flag is out for the first time tonight.
A little bit of a rough push, just kind of not fully center on the back of the truck, and whammo right into the wall.
And then Dale Rapp's the one that caught Highball and sent him spinning all the way around, but Highball, there's Lane coming in. Oh, and Jernigan just didn't stop.
Point, I mean, just hapless passenger. You can see and hear that rear end of the truck get lifted up into the air. Again, execution.
Oh, there it is!
There it is. There's the yellow.
Oh no! Kafrides goes into the infield and he's gonna get tagged. And Swafford comes in with so love these races. This was Dale Rapp and just caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. And what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing
to go wrong. Take a look on what happened here coming off. Brennan Gregg catches the fence, and Gudger just got to the back bumper, turned him down, took out the 45. There's Gregg up into the air. There's Gudger up into the air on top of Fensler, tumbling wildly down the back straightaway, up on his nose, slams down to the passenger side door. We're coming to rest on all fours. Hard hit into the inside wall for Dale Rapp as well.
Oh, just big hits all the way around there. Not exactly what you want to see.
Not at all. This is going to be front on. You see, look at how high they get off the ground there.
Oh.
Honestly, that wasn't as bad of a wreck as I thought it was. I thought there was a block bigger than it ended up being. By the way, one truck had a huge miss to the middle. I think that might have been a Marl.
I think it might have been as well, but
it's with the 77. Wild sight to see. Yikes. Man, again, one mistake, and that was Gudger. That was all Brennan Gregg's mistake. Gudger did nothing wrong. He had nowhere to go.
No, nowhere to go. It all moved it right up into him, and everything just took place there as a result of it. Dale Rapp has been given an end-of-the-line penalty, I can tell you.
Really?
Yep.
What for?
I'm not sure, but that was just transmitted over race control.
Gudger hard into the inside wall. Dale Rapp spun around there. Let's ride on board with Fensler if we can find him. This is what Fensler saw.
All right, so there you're going to see that movement up on that third lane. There's the wiggle. There's the contact. Oh, Fensler just absolutely nowhere to go, and then that truck just spinning in front of him.
It's a wild sight to see. You don't ever want to see somebody's roof pointed at you.
No. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, just a great push here. This is really good teamwork. There you see the contact just dipped down below that yellow line, and that was enough to send him around.
And Cody Wick got up into the air, did not go over, though. A bit surprised at that, and there was everybody else crashing across the line after the checkered flag, but...
Let's watch up here. He's just going to come up, I suspect.
And then just not
enough.
enough.
Got pushed up.
It's just way too much separation there.
And listen, the downside for this, for those 3 or 4 trucks involved right there, this is an aero track. This is not the list start this league once for this race, but they'll get it cleaned up. I mean, that's, you know, that's why we come here sometimes is, you know, the high risk racing, what we all love. It's high adrenaline, you know, it is high risk, and we call it that for a reason. And unfortunately, some drivers are finding that out. Typical super speedway. So what's going to happen again? Watch this white truck. This is why we're under caution. It just pulls to the left, and it's going to bounce off here and hit up on the outside wall. But you do need tires here, Nolan, was my point. You can't, go a whole race without changing tires like maybe you can. And I don't see anyone on the timing board that appears to be there.
Maybe
no, Cody actually is on pit road for a short amount of time. Off of pit road. Down, trying to get up to pace, trying to get his cold tires working. Just going to clip that banking, and the truck just went around. Now, the good news for him, I think things got sketchy. Did he catch a lapped car?
Yep, Jernigan.
Yes, he did. Yep, he caught the lapped car, and then calamity on back. Oh my gosh, 28 got involved.
Speed as, man, the 3 trucks really did just go for the middle line there, and there just wasn't any room.
And there's something really visually deceiving about this quad oval.
They just took the restart seconds ago, and then all of a sudden, whoa, what in the world was that?
That is questionable. I'm
being honest, except for these two right here.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the 39 coming up. I mean, I guess he sees that slow truck on the bottom and thinks he has to avoid it, but that's just so early. I mean, this is sort of that, oh boy, sort of that flaw you have with the style of racing. I think so. Oh yeah, and right there, it's into the inside wall. Luckily for him, he really got it stopped. Unfortunately. Let's go back up here. This is Dylan Grutzmacher pushing.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Whoa! Jared Duda caught in the safer barrier, and it's the big one.
Oh, guys, stop. Stop. Don't hit any more people.
That's one of the slowest rollovers I think I've ever seen.
Oh, it was actually below him. It was a 35, and I can't see the 52 maybe?
And then look at this, getting caught in the safer barrier.
I've not seen that in a long time.
I haven't seen that ever.
It brings back memories of the when NASCAR and Fox was broadcasting iRacing, and Clint Boyer got stuck in the fence at Talladega is what comes back to mind. But yeah, not too often do you see that. There's the 7 slow. I'm sure it was slow for us. I'm sure for the 7 Austin Mitchell that was not a slow process. But watch it again here.
Big reaction. Then Mitchell comes down and boom, just barely nicked him too.
I mean, got hit though. He was almost, you could say turtled right there, not stuck, but that bad angle, and up and he went. With both doodads, I just read it's the 53 and the 053 involved here.
Yeah.
Actually, I just realized that with the 35 in the middle. So that's Bill Hales who got stuck between the two doodads. And guess who ended their race today? Duda and Duda.
I think that was Braz that got into the 7 of Mitchell here.
Yeah.
On board is Jared Duda.
He's along for the ride. This is all going to happen below him. He has no reaction time. Watch this. I'm good. Think about the race, and off we go.
Well, credit to him. It stopped him quick.
And at that point, there's nothing the best you can do for yourself, especially from a direct drive wheel. Is
this really escalated quickly. Coming off at turn number 4, Fensler got turned by Kira Fidesz, and around they went. That's all that was, just multiple trucks going for, oh my goodness, Raph. Holy cow, he's over the pit wall.
Or the guy that kind of took the front, or the most in, excuse me, the most of the damage is the 50 going into the outside wall. 052 able to scoot through with just minimal contact. Michael Allen, big hit there with the 46 coming down the back straightaway too. Vince Henschel might be out of this race after pounding the inside wall as well.
A heavy hit to the inside wall for Vince Henschel, right on board of the number 46 entry. Independent driver here, not running under any team colors. This is what he saw.
And he feels like he's got it completely clear, but the 29 just comes right back down the racetrack, and you can tell after that first bit of contact, there was just about nothing the 46 could do.
Once more at speed. Hard into the wall for the 50, got kicked up into the air. And that 56 truck, that was Chisholwack that got involved as well.
On the field, and half of these guys, I believe, are new. It's not too big of a surprise. Goodness gracious.
Looking like he kind of just lost the middle of the straightaway, went hard to the inside wall.
You don't know very well. Sometimes you still just get that netcode bug, man. You don't quite know who's got the good internet and who's got the bad internet, who you can really press right up against, but I'm surprised to see a lot of our leaders coming down pit road already, just on 10.
Jeez, did you see where Highball nailed the wall? There's no safer barrier down there in this scan. He nailed the Jeff.
Kind of completely turned him sideways, so tough break there for Highball. Yeah, like you said, just minimal netcode contact, and that's all it takes, man. Whenever you get those internet bounces, there's just about nothing you can do. But man, these guys came flying in like crazy with a guy stuck sideways in the middle of the racetrack. Coming out of turn 4, for whatever reason, if you miss that bottom ever so slightly, the nose of the truck just wants to push up the racetrack, and we see that from Michael Allen there. Just pushing up the racetrack. Unfortunately, the 22 looked like he had this thing just about missed, but getting collected as they come down to the apron. The nose starts pushing on the exit of 4 due to your entrance into 3, and he entered the same speed as everybody around him. It looked like, man, the map just stepped around on him.
There was another truck that got into the wall as well. Dylan Wilbur's having an incident at the same point for the Raymond Motorsports number 16 on board him, and he got turned. He got turned by Gonzalez.
Little contact with the outside wall. I feel like he's gonna have to come down pit road to get that looked at, get the damage fixed. But honestly, that's a great job of mitigating the damage. And the 90s should give him a whole hell of a lot more room there than that. I don't.
Happened to Slagle and Swaffer coming out the corner. Slagle just got loose, and Swaffer went with him. Great save from both of these trucks, though. They hop across the infield, and it ended up not being a yellow.
And they're side by side for the lead again. Mitch in the pre-race, being back in 6th place in the standings, a little bit further back than he normally is, but it's going to be tight coming out of turn 4, further back in the back.
Oh, no!
He's got still racing hard. The 24 gets spun, almost flips it over in the grass, and he's going to slide across the finish line at 8th place and tag St. Bailey after the finish.
Tank Sal Bailey at the stripe there. Drifts up a bit, but it's clean. Tries to block Gonzalez, and Gonzalez wasn't having it. Look at that truck it up in the air, though.
And honestly, you can't really blame Gonzalez for that. Mays throwing the block down the front straightaway. Gonzalez had the run. And ultimately, I don't really think...
If you are running here in iRacing, yeah, definite dead go.
Nowhere close.
No.
That's the official. Oh, boy. Oh, that's going to be... Okay, never mind. That's not on me. DJ, I think it's... clear what happened there is the polite way to put that.
Well, it's been pretty clear by race control as well. Bill Hales, the driver that you saw making contact that we ride on board with, has been disqualified.
Are we surprised? No, not at all. Downshifted, immediately throttled up into him, and May's trying to get away from him. Yeah,
and he just turned him. Tough for him to be able to try to hold on to him. They're going to be starting to slip and slide, and he does not want to be higher up the track. Trying to fight it there. Duda gets loose. He's going to be in the wall.
Hard hit into the wall for Jared Duda. Still sideways. He's going to clip McRoberts. Spins around, and caution.
Yeah, not surprised to see that caution here at this point. That's going to be a little bit difficult, and that truck is very torn up.
Big check on the inside line. Bailey gets into May, and it's on from there. Boy, Rapp just runs into the back of Dylan Grutzmacher. And moments later, you see Grutzmacher already going around, and around goes Rapp.
Yeah, and that's what I was able to tune in on there, that slow, lazy spin from Rapp, and then everybody just getting collected and it nowhere to go.
Look at the 50 of Dow. Did he get out of that? It's a heavy lick that Amaro took. Wilbur's with a near miss as well. Jeez.
My goodness.
Grutzmacher, Amaro just coming in from behind. Oh, and Amaro's actually lost it. He's hit the pit wall.
And made on the lead lap. So I think he did a good job correcting that as well as he could. And I don't think the 96 got too much damage. Well, I say that. That might have been a pretty good hit to the tire.
Yeah. You never quite know with these trucks, right? I mean, it could really go either way.
Than him here in the early goings. We check a look on the 22 coming out of turn number 2. He got, completely sideways, nosing it into the inside wall.
A little bit, but that Wolfpack race machine not trying to lose out. Sideways into the inside wall, big on the front straightaway.
Oh, it felt like the 71 came off the wall a little bit and gave him a hit check down to the inside of the racetrack. Oh, and now the 61 spinning it, coming out on the back straightaway. That's going to be a yellow flag.
Yep, just lost the ball. So then you see 1 going to the inside wall. Here's 2, and then here's 3. So 3 separate crashes, all coming off of turn 4. And, no, sorry, this would have been the lap after, so Right there. There we saw the 99 absolutely crunch the outside wall. And he got loose. John got loose, and maybe a bit of help from Gilmore to finish him off. And wow, Aaron May with a lucky dodge to the inside. Caused him to eventually go around. And I think, oh, Lane just got loose as well. And that checked him right up into Bawalda.
Doesn't matter where you look, there's just something going on. There's something crazy going on everywhere on this racetrack. Every single lap, it seems like nobody really given any room, even though it's in the early going. Everybody's just kind of fighting for every little space, every little bit of space they can get. I mean, it's all take, no give at this point. I'm down taking tires and just didn't have anywhere to go after the 96 went spinning.
Yeah, same mistake, right? Just lost it, and nowhere for McRoberts to go. Big shame for him, right? Even having a relatively good race, and then Painter just innocent. They kind of force these guys 3 wide. Right here, they go 3 again, and basically Painter get into the wall, Witt get into the wall, all 3 of them got into the wall, and well, that was just it.
But yeah, Witt kind of forced Painter into the wall, right? Painter's just riding the top side of the racetrack.
In here. Oh boy, that's embarrassing. And that's why we saw him go and just body slam the inside wall. Oh, well, that's a huge hit as well. That Bill Hales took. That cannot be understated about how massive of an impact that was.
Surprisingly, the numbers haven't dwindled too much with how many accidents we've seen. I mean, still 22 cars out there on the lead lap, and a lot of cars that are a couple laps down that are still running. So a lot of the field's still in there. That's a huge hit right to the right front tire of Dale Rapp. That's going to be some pretty massive damage that he's going to have to get fixed. You know, I feel like ever since the damage update for the NASCAR vehicles, you can get away with a lot of fender contact, a lot of door contact. You know, these bodies are pretty damn stiff. They're pretty easy to work with.
He was loose as well. Oh boy. Probably should
a little bit of added mayhem. They're going to be starting second and third on this restart more than likely, as we would look at Anthony Lane here in the 82. Coming off of 4, just losing the back end.
And he's going to go hard into the inside wall. Goes for a spin and then backs it up in turn 1 to get it off the racetrack, but the caution was already out.
While still keeping this thing under green on the top of turn 2, just getting loose. Just losing the back end coming out of turn number 2. We've seen it time and time again tonight.
Tell us your secrets, Anthony. What the heck happened to you?
And that was at the end of the back straightaway. He's already wrecking coming down into turn number 1. Half saves it. Washes up the racetrack, into the marbles at the very top. Back in, continuing to step around. Hits it with a door? Down on the inside. How in the world does this thing get upside down? I mean, oh my goodness.
Or that.
Oh.
That'll work too, I guess.
Well, iRacing physics at its best right there. What in the world, Anthony Lane? How in the world have you found out? I guess you can get your truck stuck in the wall for a split second. It almost looked like it wanted to freeze frame.
It didn't even get stuck in the wall. He clipped through the ground. It looked like.
Well, right at first, as soon as he hits the outside wall with the nose, it kind of clips a little bit. And then, yeah, that I don't know what in the world that second impact was.
It wasn't even an impact.
There was a ghost car. It looks like there was a ghost car that hit him while he was halfway upside down. I mean, that was a weird one.
We saw from the head-on shot, nobody came off of turn 4 that blinked out. That thing just went.
Boop. Back down on all 4 wheels. Unfortunately, you hit your nose in the inside or the outside wall like that, and kind of have it launch the way it did. The engine's going to blow every time. It's almost like the engine hits the wall itself rather than the front bumper. A little bit of the internet that we see, or internet issues that we see sometimes, and that's all I can really think it is. Kind of the client side thinking the car's at a different spot than the internet side. Like, he didn't get hit, but the car acted like it got hit.
Yeah. Up and over.
I thought he said really with a big question mark at the end of it, but I'm watching a different angle right now, and he didn't get hit. Yeah, he didn't get hit. So maybe it was a sorry and I misheard, but it sounded like he was upset with somebody.
Yeah, one more look. Wonder if he thinks maybe he got run over after he started to go around. We got a little bit of help towards the wall, but he was going around no matter what there.
Or at the top of the field, we've got 3 people that look like stayed out.
Yeah, Wilbur's just caught the wall. Nowhere really for Bruce Walker to go as he spun up the track, and well, that was that. Yikes. Jeez, I mean, he tanked that wall.
The way the lineup is now, I think we're set up for just about max mayhem, right? Zane Bailey starting in second, probably the cleanest driver in the series that has pretty decent speed, right? I'll give, well, looks like 16 and 17 both just drove it in 2D.
Slobber may have checked up reactionary for all of that. Does it count as 5 wide if one is backwards?
Yes, they're still 5 wide. It's just not super clean. 5 wide, right there. See, that's 5 wide. I don't know. I've said it multiple times.
Yeesh.
Oh my goodness.
Once they've been able to really get up there and fight with him. Oh boy, he got wicked loose there in turn 2.
Well, guess who's in second now for the restart?
Oh god, I just looked at my timing screen.
Two on the outside, couldn't quite tell what exactly transpired. Oh,
Man,
we got a
just
bit of a
ran
tap.
over. Oh boy.
He got a bit of a tap.
Holy
Yeah.
cow, no kidding. He smoked the turn 4 wall. I'm shocked that wasn't a caution, to be completely frank.
And Noah Swafford did a little bit of X gaming down the front straightaway too. He had that bit of contact. Front end started bouncing. And then John Holiday down through 1 and 2, down on the inside again, just drove in too deep.
Yep.
Drove in too deep, back in, steps around.
Teams where the 82 is. Let's find out what happens here. The last car in lane just got loose. What the heck happened there? I'm not sure if he spun a tire or missed a gear. Maybe both. I don't know, but just got that car looped around to the inside for most of these drivers. And the track tip here today, pretty cool, by the way, Nolan. Only a 74. That's the wreck you saw happen earlier.
And then this is on board with Lane as, yep, got loose off before and oh boy, that's a heavy leg right into the pit wall as well.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, see what comes to that. Back end off of the wall, but did a pretty good job overall. I think he thought right here, I have it saved. He got in the gas maybe a little too soon, and then that's when he found out, yep, nope, I don't. And then sooner, do whatever you want. The downside is, you know, how many people need to pass. There's another wreck in the grass. No caution yet. Needs to be one. There it is. My goodness.
Oh, Sogan just behind with a front row seat. Contacted around goes Greg! Greg sliding around and Sogan catches him. They're going to go into the wall. Into the wall again goes the 25. Grootsbacher going around. Cody Witness gets to the middle and a hit for Duda.
I'm going to say this, Nolan.
This race from the tail end of the field, and he's going to almost get to the lead. Highball goes around. He's going to find the inside wall. Now, I'd be surprised for Holiday's machine. He is still on the same set of times from the start of this race. Oh, trouble! Big trouble! Raymond hooks Duda for a second time tonight! And he's going to be sent into the infield. That's got to be a yellow, surely.
See, there it is. That's what I'm saying. This trigger system, now he's up on track. This is
Caution!
he's trying.
Caution! Where's there a caution? There we go.
That needs looked at. I don't. Right about there. Again, this I have no problem with. This is not a caution.
Oh boy! Huge moment up in turn number 1. That'll do it. And no yellow for that.
This black and blue machine.
Well, if he does get hit to cause this, I'd be shocked. But yeah, so yeah, just
that's weirder. I mean, that's almost harder to explain what happened there, Nolan. That white truck had no idea. That 27 machine, watch the 3 truck, that black and white machine wiggles it for a couple times and then down through that little grass and cracked that wall pretty hard. Repairs, the stewards are not making him come down and fix it. But watch this again. So it starts right there.
Oh,
he got to the 16. And then they, I don't think that was intentional, obviously. It's just too hard, hard racing. And then the 16 comes up and shows a lack. I mean, the 16 said it wasn't intentional. He said he apologized, but.
Whoops. That's embarrassing.
After the start, that's typically you see. Oh my gosh! Well, that's why he's down against the wall.
Oh boy!
Again, how that's not a caution? You're not like even there's no one around him. That's.
I didn't think it meant like this. Highball just didn't go. No idea what was going on there, but Highball just didn't. That is a weird crash from Jim Duda. Wow, but that is an unbelievable sight. All four wheels up off the ground there. Here's Aaron Raymond as he's on the bottom. Whoa, loose up the track. Heavy hit into the outside wall. Get a look. Loose, overcorrect, and wall. Heavy into the wall.
Trucks get the snappy loose here, Nolan. So do all the vehicles. I mean, the Cup cars do it here too. You really have to manage your throttle while these tires get heated up. And
we were talking a lot in the lead up to this race about how this is going to be oh no! Trouble hard into the wall goes Jim Duda. Face first, got turned by Jeff Gilmore, and he's going to lock it down. Huge crash, tail wrap, takes flight, and is flipping down towards turn number 1. Side over side, end over end. And that is a terrifying tumble for the 52.
Contact. And then the yellow and blue machine comes down. And I don't know if that's retaliation or just unaware, spatial awareness being a problem. But I mean, Duda's fine. Right here, he's angry and has that big puff of smoke, but then he sort of loops it around.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm assuming this is at half speed on the replay?
Yeah, half speed.
And I want to point that out because I think when we watch it again in full speed next, it looks a little less suspicious than it does in half speed with what Duda sort of turns that truck. I think in full speed, that all happens so fast that I think you're going to see that there was no intent there by Duda. I mean, let's watch it. This is full speed. The contact, the hook.
On top of the
and I hate this. I'm always the bad guy in this commentary. Whenever something happens here, I'm always the bad guy in the commentary team. Can we get a cockpit shot on Duda's car next? And I have some questions. I have some major questions, actually. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm the bad guy in this team. I am. But that's a suspicious turn to the left, Nolan. Can I say that?
Let's get the look first with Jeff Gilmore, actually. We have 4 wide coming down the front. Strange contact around. Lane up into the air. Brennan Grant goes around. And Lane won't catch it. He'll spin down to the inside. Looking like Corey Painter might have gotten involved as well, just behind him. Go to it. Slides across the nose. And that puts Bras into the wall.
And he got a little bit of help, I think, from the back from that replay machine. Watch up top. That's the truck that goes spinning. Tries to avoid a couple of checked up trucks and just got barely tapped in the back end. And around he went. It's interesting, sort of good timing. I was going to talk in a moment, Nolan, about pit entry here at Kansas because of the race, rightfully so, when we see the replay here. So this is the initial contact. That's what happens, and then gets around him, and that's what happens. But if we skim ahead a little bit to where Bruce is going to try to pit in, he finds that truck again and runs him over.
So this will be Robert Amaral. There's 1 and 2. Oh, and he caught Campbell as well.
And this is the sinking like a rock and Gudger.
Oh no! Huge hand to the wall for the 64. Big crash for Gudger. He's going to get drilled by Bras. Aaron May collected.
I mean, luckily, luck caused him to be that slow because he probably been up here involved in this had he not. But, oh my gosh.
Did you see as well, again, those tires, the back wheels lifted off the ground, and that is why that truck did not slow down a bit going to the outside wall. This one, and potentially one lead to the other. So Campbell just drifts up, flips Austin Rez, and sends him around, and then
right there. That's the 5 getting turned around by the purple machine.
Yeah, up into the outside wall. But
yeah, we'll come back to the replay and watch it here. That's that purple truck. That looks to be a little bit... before the moment of contact, and just I don't think he was in the full control of that truck, but you might argue he could have maybe I don't know.
Pits and got unsettled.
Oh, there's Lear coming down.
Oh, caught by the smoke.
Caught.
Oh, Paul Witt sweeps up, clears himself across the nose, overcorrects, and big time lick into the concrete. After the number 24 entry, he just kind of got unsettled on the entry, locked up the tires, and Silgak got around him. Spun the back end around it. Well, that's all she wrote, and that kind of back down to pit road. Not sure what has happened here to the advanced sim racing number 9 as he just kind of snapped on him there. Spun the truck up and into the infield grass. No caution though, single truck incident. We'll keep it green. This afternoon as May just picked the tail end out. Spun her down into the infield, high speed slide. Kept it off the racetrack though, did a good job, turned it back down to the grass, and side of your screen, you're gonna see Aaron May coming to view, and yeah, May's trying to come to pit road, and clearly Lane and Rapp just were not expecting it. A little bit of a loose moment there from the LSU machine. Oh, loose moments all around. There's a huge stack up throughout. Zane Bailey. Catch it, no! Up into the outside wall. Caution's out again. And nearly had issues. Emerald does scramble to the grass, but so at speed. Boy, that just seemed to come out of left field, and so the caution a while to miscommunication trying to get down to pit road. That's all that happened there. On board to the Dale Rapp, and you're going to see he's going to arrive on scene and just nowhere to go. Nothing he could have done there. And the KNC Sim Motorsports driver tried to cut left to avoid the wreck. And unfortunately, checked it to Joshua Jernigan. And a Silgak, look out! Gilmore going around, turn 2, up into the outside wall. Lock it down, hold the brakes, brakes, oh boy. Quad over like it's a short track, Van Leer down low. Campbell blocks him and he's gonna get turned. Trying to catch it, slides down the racetrack, he's gonna do it. How is that? And now he goes fully around. And he is going to stuff it big time into the inside wall. And caution. Oh, big crash! Holy cow! The 29 takes flight as Mike Allen goes flying down the back straight away. You see the smoke, you see Wayne checking up, Allen checking up. Started with Cody Witt. Oh my God. And we thought Dale Rapp's flip was wild. Landing directly on top of the roll cage there. Wild tumble as he's going to end up on top of the safer barrier. This is Aaron Raymond. Raymond tried to go to the middle, and Cody Witt, I don't know, turned right or something. Got sucked in, and jeez. I think it's safe to say Allen's day is done. Aaron Raymond was lucky not to get caught up in that as well, and look at the height. First off, the first impact. That shot him down, and Ryan Wayne then careens into him and sends him way up in the air, and he is going to slam down on top of his roof. Lands on top of Aaron Raymond's deck lid. And eventually it lands on top of the safer barrier. One of the darndest things I've seen all season for these guys, and we've seen A lot of wild moments with these guys. This will be on board with... That is a brutal crash. And I don't think these guys expected him to land on top of the deck lid either. Oh, look out, loose, and he took out Campbell. You're kidding me. Trying to lock it down, trying to do something, but round and oh my. Watch as there you see him start to get loose. Right here, he thinks he's got it, tries to turn it back out, but he's going way too fast, and all four wheels launch off the ground as he goes from about 140 miles an hour to a dead stop in an instant. He's starting to make tracks, gets around Anthony Williams, trying to make the same move on Story. Whoa, where is Williams going? Up to traffic! What's Duda hard into the wall, Slangle in it as well. Caution comes out. That pass came from nowhere. Around going Swafford. Infield, up the track, hard into the outside wall, collects Anthony Lane. Oh, and a head-on impact. Big crunch. And caution comes out again. So there you see the 17 spins down, and there's Anthony Lane getting taken out. And he's also done for the day. Hard hit into the wall, then here comes the head-on lick, and geez Louise. And there you see Williams spinning out and careening into the outside wall. Maybe two lines coming together would be my best assessment of that. Oh my word. On board with Campbell. Oh boy. Just got demolished. There's the Anthony Williams. This is what Williams saw. Oh, you break right on the entry, man, and you just sees the smoke. You can see there's a wreck happening. So he took the wise move, and he's already hard on the brakes, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, hello. Yo, just gets around it. Yellow flag comes out once again. We'll be back in a moment on Green Flag TV. Trouble back straight away. Ring cones around into the inside wall. Slides to a stop. Man, that sucks. That truck caught quite a bit of air as well. But a harsh impact into the inside wall. Trying to hold on to go for two podiums in a row. Whoa, no! It takes him out up the track. What a save, never mind. Van Leer goes down, pounds the pit attenuator. This will be at speed. Well, not the way we were.
And, you know, the 6 comes right down after getting loose and smashes right into him.
Tough break. Gudger, I think, should be.
I'm gonna look if he got loose off the corner here, but it just didn't look like it. It looked like he thought that the 9 was gonna go down the track, and he was trying to follow on the door. And
Oh no! And Dale Ramp's gonna get sent by Gilmore. And now Allen going around, Amaro going around. And that's where it finally falls apart. He's gonna get tagged by Jernigan to Aaron May coming out of pit road. And flirted with the grass, and he may have caught it. House race control, or did he get? It almost looked like he got loose actually from that angle. Just went down onto the apron and just tracked up into the door of the 71. Campbell spins around up hard into the outside wall.
I guess that's the announcer's curse that you were talking about coming into play.
What
big time.
did I tell you? I warned you. And right there. Oh my goodness.
Anna Sogak may have been fine after that.
Cross dump had trucks coming up on him. McRoberts went for 3, went up the middle, turned him, and wow, what a save. This is coming through turn 2 on, outside of 4. Okay, so Swafford caught the wall and Lane jumped up and over him, and yeah, see, look at that left front. It is turned. So he's trying to get the truck pinned into the outside wall to avoid from rebounding, and it looks like it just kind of approached to 1, and did he? He did catch the wall. That's what got him sideways.
It looks like right there, that wall kind of jets out. There's like a little bump, so.
Inside, just lost control, spun, and took a big hit into the inside wall, and he did get nicked.
You're not going to be able to run that bottom line for that long, because you're going to end up going up the racetrack, and if you don't have enough room, one little mistake like hitting the wall.
It was up high ball down low, comes off the wall, gets up back into the wall as he overcorrects. And I'm thinking similar deal, pulled it to the inside, lightly broke the right front of that truck, and back in a moment on Green Flag TV as Jernigan takes out the 71. Duda still able to drive that one away, takes it away, and look out, 3 wide, and around goes Holiday, spinning out. He's going to get tagged by Allen. Caution comes out, Bawalda gets collected, Witt is in it. Big championship implications in this one, and we're still piling in. There's Bawalda into the fence, and here comes Van Leer. Just did not react nearly quick enough, and then Bawalda. Or if... no, he just got target fixation, I reckon. Golly, that is a lick, though, that he took, and then another one right up into the outside fence, and it was actually... Oh, don't tell me. Okay, so the good news is he's not going to get a penalty for an unsafe pit exit.
Here
we go.
After being turned.
Oh, they chased him up. Hey, that's pretty cut and dry. Problems as well at the same time for Kevin Roy, as Roy spun sideways and pounded the inside wall off of turn number 4. And that happened just seconds before the caution comes out for this crash.
We have seen some crazy hard hits tonight, especially 2 in that location on the back straightaway.
Green flag back in the air, not a good launch. Oh, Jim Duda around. We're going to keep eyes on the leaders. He slides to the bottom, saves it. But Raymond puts Duda under the fence, and Duda chases him down the racetrack, sliding back up as he gets around to turn 3. looking for the white flag off 4.
I wonder if we'll see a bump and run here. The old short track bump and run, especially since Raymond just did a thing that Duda doesn't like, and Duda does not forget.
Oh, he does not. All the thoughts of what happened to the mini stock series comes back to mind. Working down the back straightaway for the final time tonight. Does Jared Duda put the bumper in Raymond? He sends it in. He gives it the bumper. They're both in the wall. Both trucks hit the wall. Here comes Gilmore. Gilmore out of nowhere on 4. He's going to get dumped. Raymond hangs on for the win. And a massive crash across the stripe. Raymond comes under fire. Jared Duda sends him into turn number 4. Gilmore swept through, got tagged by Raymond to check him up. They all fall apart, and Sogak dodges the melee to take home a spot. And it was just carnage from there as everybody fell apart coming off the top side, right on board to the end. Man, Gilmore was so close to a second win there, and Sogak just escapes up high to take second.
On the first gear, and that's the most likely you'll spin your tires.
Boy, that's an embarrassing mistake to make.
Causes everybody to check up.
Oh, right there, you saw it, just at the tail of the screen, and round goes everyone.
Yeah, it looked like the 6 of Aaron Raymond may have gave Amaral a bad push, sent him a little bit below the double yellow. Now it's going to let the top line form. Oh, he's going up there.
A big launch right out of the gate. Duda cuts low, and he's going to turn him. And back up to traffic.
Crash.
One car up and into the air. Multiple trucks still sliding in here, trying. As lock it down. Oh my good word. Off of turn 4. 2, sorry. And Mertz just drifts up and turns the 29. Dudley gets involved and picks him up. Blow over the 29, lands on his wheels. Hard hit into the inside wall for Anthony Elaine. And you saw as well, Bruce Dudley caught quite a bit of air as well.
I'm honestly surprised the 29 got saved by Mertz's truck.
Dudley was slower than these guys, and Mertz, kind of hard to tell from this angle, admittedly, but watch Dudley here as air just gets underneath him and picks him up, and thankfully that truck did settle back down, as did Allen, so it wasn't a very huge crash, but...
Lucky break for Dudley as he didn't touch the wall at all.
Oh my goodness, I mean, that is a hit that Anthony Lane takes, and that cannot be disputed, right? Watch this hit here as Anthony Lane is going to go screaming into the inside wall at over 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't see him. I think there was a car under him, and I guess he didn't see him. And Anthony Lane has taken huge hits this season.
Lifts out. Woo, boy. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. Beautiful job of getting around that for Jim.
And what a way to get out of it.
Just look at how quickly that truck, that's at a quarter speed, and it still just picks off the ground like it's nothing. And like you say, very, very close to going up and over. And there is Jim Duda just barely escaping down low. Oh, bit of contact there and around. There it is. One of the Austin Bench Motorsports trucks is around. That is Lyman Van Leer turned into the outside wall, and not only does that put us under caution, bunch the field up.
Just to see how many go up. And once we see the white flag,
And that is, we're not going to make it back. Multiple trucks around. That is the big one as we get off of turn number 4. They did not make it back to the white flag. We will have one final attempt. Right there, Bawalda just went down and went into the outside wall. A 46 with a massive hit into the air. Big time into the inside wall. Look at Austin Mitchell sneak through the middle. No one went over. But a multi-truck pilot gives us the big one to the tri-oval.
When I saw it originally on the camera, popped up into the air and thrown, but lucky to just get the back wheels popped up and then come back down.
Hard hit into the wall for Zachary Mertz. Thomas Lane Jr. picked his number 38 truck up into the air.
31 of Roy with a huge hit.
And there's a few brutal impacts in the middle of all of this.
I'm guessing a checkup, it seems, on the bottom line, and Vincenzo was all over.
Not even that.
Was all over the 5's rear bumper.
Not even that. Bawalda just got unsettled, got down on the apron to start that off.
So that's unfortunate, but
Henschel.
Disappointing finish for some of these guys. I feel like they're very disappointed that they didn't get the race back. I would be. That was a terrible block by Bawalda. I don't know. They touched once, and then Bawalda went back up and cleared himself off the front end. Really getting used to it, coming into being the yips, I guess, as you know. Sometimes you forget when you're in the moment.
It's a couple of brutal licks into the wall there, in particular for the inside wall here. Look at Gilmore hard into the outside fence. There goes the 96, big time into the inside wall, and Ryan McRoberts just got nicked to the middle of that.
Laps, we've had two of the hardest hits I think I've seen this season, right here.
You heard that motor pop pretty much in.
That's just the checkup that happens when somebody breaks a little. Looked like, yeah, the top line kind of merged into the bottom line, so they had to.
Just now? Okay, so there was a separate incident. So Jordan Jung did get into McRoberts. Now, granted, quite a bit of net code involved in this here. Take another look, and yeah, he did kind of run him through a little bit here. And then Roberts catching him up to the tail. Just yanks the truck hard left, and is that a hardware failure, you reckon? Having issues here. Oh, whoa, way sideways. Excuse me, and oh, man. Inside, outside, back to the inside again.
But, yeah, that's always not great, especially trying to time the restart.
Oh, look out! Amaral sideways. He's going to catch the inside wall, but Keith has had in as many laps. Lost it by himself.
Too much throttle coming through the corner and just. Yeah, this is really what you look at. I mean, you really look at how messy. Oh, Jung.
Ouch! Hard into the wall for Jung, and then he is going to find a way to get himself. Oh! Trouble contact back straight away, and into the wall goes Bruce Dudley. Jim Kolmensberger goes with him. And caution flag flies for the 5th time tonight.
Go anywhere.
Oh, look out, a couple trucks, but loose, high ball, sideways, stacks up into the field. Amaral goes with them, and a quick caution to slow us back down.
You're basically looking into their truck. Oh!
Well, there we go, hard into the wall for Gonzalez, and so this is at speed. Ooh. As does Aaron Raymond for a second, and Sogak is through, but Raymond gonna run through him! Raymond goes around hard into the wall for Lyman Van Leer, and it's falling apart on the back straightaway. Multiple trucks involved, and more time. Oh, I got loose! Got loose, and Swapper finished the job. Dale Rapp caught a piece. So yeah, two completely
of preseason, and I remember Aaron Raymond moving me right out of the way while I was driving, and I was Oh,
Oh, and there goes Kolensberger and the KNC Sim Motorsports driver of Kevin Roy. So caution number...
oh, and they crash again.
I have no comment on that. I think...
He didn't blow an engine, did he?
I don't think he did. It does look like he's trying to come to pit road, doesn't it? It's a very weird incident. And then Kevin Roy slides down the track for the White Castle number 31, and I don't know what to tell you. I genuinely don't.
You know, have a thing where if you get the back end damaged,
May
you
have
lose
been
the truck.
may have been a little bit of both there. It looked like he kind of did get loose a little bit.
They really stuck behind guys who hadn't pit, and that's letting Anasoga push Dudley's loose. Oh wow!
And hard into the wall, and that will bring the yellow out. In top fives, 12 top tens, and 4 poles. But it'll be Zane Bailey winning the final race of the season, while Justin Anasoga puts Aaron Raymond's 3-time reign to a close. He wins the Season 6 champion